Are you guys both trying to share the bed? Is there somebody kicking you out of the bed? B, why are you curled up next to her? You can go back in my bed. Poor Bliss, you look like you're really uncomfortable debating whether or not you want to try and make it up to my bed, since Bravo's clearly kicking you out. But you're so gentle and so sweet. You'd never push him out of the bed, would you? Well, look at her face. She's like, Kayla, please help me. I need help. He won't move. I really don't want to crush him. She is like seriously angry that he's not moving out of her bed right now. Why are you curled up next to her? She won't even look at him. Oh my goodness. Good afternoon, guys. Happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. I told you, I think in yesterday's vlog, I had something that I was supposed to go to this afternoon. It actually ended up kind of getting canceled, so I ended up not going tonight. So I told you guys, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make dinner. I probably won't get to dinner because I'm gonna have to make it like at the same time, or like have it ready at the same time that I'm not gonna be here. So I was like, it's probably just gonna be a leftover night. Well, since that got canceled, I asked my dad if he could go to Aldi and go pick up some of the like the pizza flatbread thingies from Aldi, which apparently they don't have anymore, which I know that they didn't have, and then they started carrying like this different type of, like, it used to be like the pizza crust to like make your own pizza kind of kit thingy. It just didn't come with the cheese. But they, I guess, stopped carrying them because the last time I was there they didn't have them either, but they had this other, it was like a flatbread, like those rectangle kind of things, and so I used those one time, but then like I said, this time they didn't have either of those, so I'm wondering almost if that was like a special or something like that, or they stopped carrying them at my store. Like, I'm not totally sure why they don't have them anymore, but I asked my dad to go and get that because I think I was telling you guys how I wanted to make like the that stuff called, the pulled pork, like chicken, the pulled chicken that I made yesterday. It was pulled chicken sandwiches, and I was gonna do it over pizza because we had so much leftovers, and do like a pulled chicken pizza for dinner tonight. So I asked my dad to go and pick that up at Aldi, and he was like, they don't have it. So I was like, okay, well then could you pick up just like their deli pizzas or whatever. And I thought he was just gonna get like a big like cheese and then maybe like something else, like I don't know if they had like something else from the like deli section, because normally like one of those big pizzas, I feel like 2 big pizzas winds up feeding all 6 of us, and we normally wind up, or 5 of us, sometimes 6, we'll wind up all having leftovers too. So I was like, just get like either one, and maybe like if they had, I thought they had like some type of like bread sticks or like, you know, something like that, like 2 from the, like, you know, where they have the fresh like deli pizzas. So I was like, just pick up one of those. So he ended up actually getting 2 of these smaller cheese pizzas, so I turned one into what I was gonna do with the like dough crust whatever stuff from Aldi. But since they didn't have that, like I said, I didn't even have to get cheese or anything like that. I already had all that, so I ended up just doing it with the pre-made pizza pretty much. So I guess it was pretty good because like most of the pulled chicken was gone, the pulled chicken pizza. But then there was another problem that ended up coming up tonight too, which I was actually starting to edit, and then my mom was like, my mom is actually going to need surgery. And so she actually came into my room and she was like, Kayla, I really don't feel good. She's like, I really think I need to go to the hospital, because she was like in a lot of pain, and she's gonna have to have surgery, like eventually, like I think the doctor, surgeon or whatever, like they have it scheduled, I think for like sometime next month or something like that, or like in a few weeks, like the end of May maybe it was, or something like that. And so she was just like, I'm in too much pain right now, like I need to go to the hospital and see if they can't either like give her something, or if they were gonna do like the surgery today. And so they ended up, she came in my room and asked me if I would go with her. And I was like, okay, there's there's a couple problems here because my dad is like really sick right now. So he actually was originally going to take my mom. My mom came and then asked me if I would go, and I was like, I could go, but I can't drive. So if they give you like medication where like you can't drive, then like nobody's gonna be able to drive us back home, and my dad's gonna have to come and get us anyway, because my mom was trying to avoid my dad having to take her since he's already sick. So she had come and asked me if I would go with her, and I was like, I will, but like I said, like either that, or if she winds up having to have surgery or having to like stay overnight, you know, like they give her an IV or like, you know, something else or whatever it is. And so like if that happens and she winds up having to stay, like then I'm gonna be sick at the hospital, because my dad's either, you know, gonna have to leave for work in the morning if he is going to work, but if not, I'd have to stay overnight at the hospital, and because I wouldn't be able to like drive myself home or anything like that. And so then my dad was like, oh, like, you know, I'll take her and everything like that. So now that was like right when I was starting editing, and I was gonna start editing during the Cubs game, and then my mom came in, and then I was like, okay, well, like, wait, like, let me, you know, get my stuff together, whatever. And then I was like going through this, and then I was like, maybe it's not the best idea that I go with, like, and I was like, because either way, like, she was gonna have to drive herself. It wasn't like I would be able to drive her, or like, you know, like I said, like how it was gonna end up working out. So in the end, my dad ended up taking her, but right at that time when I was actually like getting everything together was right when I started editing. And so then I stopped when they left. I actually ended up doing another load of laundry, and actually cleaned up the laundry room a little bit too when they were leaving. And then I came back in here, and it was the 9th inning, and they were actually, the Cubs were tied. I was like, okay, like maybe this will go into extra innings and I can get to some more editing and stuff like that. And then Chris Bryant ends up having, and I think it was 2 outs too. Chris Bryant had a 3-run walk-off, or three-run homer walk-off in the 9th inning, and I was like, okay, well, that's over. So now I need to go take a shower and head to bed, because it's a little bit later, because now I'm staying up, because I was trying to wait for at least my dad to like tell me what was going on tonight. But my mom, they're just gonna give her like something, I think, and then she's gonna come home tonight, and like I said, hopefully enough time that she can wait to have her surgery until like the end of May. So anyways, guys, that was a whole long thing today, more this afternoon though. And so when I was, like I said, sitting down to get ready to edit, I couldn't, because I was almost gonna have to go with, and then like I said, we figured it would probably not wind up working out to be the best. And then on top of that too though, if like my dad, if I ended up going with my mom though, and my dad did wind up going to work, and Jack ended up going to school, and I was still at the hospital, like my mom had to stay overnight, nobody'd be here with the dogs at all during the day. My dad would then have to come and pick me up by the time he was back from work, which would be sometime after 3 o'clock. Kind of being there and not be able to feed the dogs or take them out or anything like that, nobody'd be here to be able to do that either. Like maybe Jack could do it before he leaves for school, but I doubt that he'd actually remember to do that. And then somebody has to be here like to lock up the house too, because Jack doesn't have a key either. So yeah, like I said, it probably would have not worked out that way. And since my dad's sick though, it's almost midnight now, and I'm assuming that he's probably not going to wind up going to work tomorrow. And like I said too, since he is sick, Jack was sick with something like earlier in the week. Like he had like, I don't know if it was like he had like a cold or the flu or something like that, but he was like home from school, I think Thursday and Friday maybe, and like kind of over the weekend he wasn't like too great. But my dad just sounds like really sick, like not like sicker than Jack, but Jack just always gets sick. Like it's always something. My dad rarely gets sick, so like when I heard him like coughing and stuff like that, I was like, that sounds so bad. But it's just because, I don't know, I'm used to like hearing Jack like not feeling well, and Jack being all sniffly and stuff like that, and coughing and whatever. But like hearing my dad, I was like, oh, that doesn't sound good. And yeah, he's been sick for like 2 days now, so fingers crossed, guys. I've been taking my vitamins. I don't wind up getting sick either. And like I said, it also stinks for my mom too, who needs to have surgery, that she winds up getting sick also. So I've been trying to like extra wash my hands and like I said, take my vitamins and all that kind of stuff. And honestly too, guys, I have been like not just like my vitamin C that I normally take, but I've been eating like all kinds of berries and everything that has like a lot of, you know, like vitamin C in it too. Like I think strawberries are really good for that, and like blackberries and like different berries and stuff like that. I had my spinach salad, I think I was telling you guys most of this week, so it was like I think Wednesday through Sunday, or I think I finished it off yesterday because I don't think I had one on Sunday, but I had one every single day that had strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries in them. And then I also had freeze-dried strawberries today too, plus my regular vitamins, like I said, that has vitamin C in it. So the vitamin C is like one of those vitamins where like if you can't, you can only like obtain so much or whatever, like whatever, like your body flushes out what it can't use or whatever. So I can just keep on like, you know, stuffing myself full of vitamin C, and other types of like fruits and like other good for you kind of, you know, like mandarins, those ones too. That's what I've been having some of, like the cuties and things like that, which also have vitamin C in them. So I've been doing good, guys, with my healthy eating too. I also had I did my like burrito bowl kind of thing, which I did. It has lots of lettuce in it. Like I ended up over the I made 3 like burrito bowls, and I did a whole head of lettuce in 3 burrito bowls. So like today alone I had like a third of a head of lettuce, which is pretty good. And then I also ended up having, it had like black beans in it and avocado and rice and lime. I think that's kind of it. I make it like completely vegan too. It doesn't even have cheese or like any type of anything else in there. And it had salsa too. So the salsa is like the fresh like deli salsa kind of stuff that you can get from Aldi. So that's what I added. So it's like lots of like pretty somewhat healthy stuff in there too. Like I said, most of it was like lettuce. That's a lot of what I end up like putting in there. I feel like I should maybe add more rice. Like it feels like it's more of a salad, but like because I add the lime juice over the top of it, the lettuce doesn't absorb it, you know. It's like lettuce isn't absorbent, so it's more of like a saucy kind of like thing. Like I feel like I should maybe add more rice so the rice absorbs the lime a little bit more, so the lime isn't just like soup in the bottom of the bowl, because that's kind of how it was today. And I was like, this isn't like the greatest. Like there's parts in there that were like really limey and like you know, like it tasted like citrus, like lime, like and lettuce like mixed together. But like I said, like the rice was like there, but there wasn't enough that it was like absorbing it and like making it taste good. Like Chipotle's like, what is that, like cilantro lime rice or whatever they have, like it like didn't taste like that because there wasn't enough rice. It tasted like lettuce and like lime, which like I said kind of tasted a little not funny, but like everything else in there tasted good, but it was just like I had more lettuce taste than I had like in like lime taste than I had anything else really. So I need to try and maybe balance that out a little bit better. But anyways though, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.